I said that I think we have to move another step, right, to ASEAN Citation Index, not only to the local, because I think that there are a lot of research findings around ASEAN that not be visible to the international peers. How can we put all together? So I draw this is a draft diagram. Ideally, we should have national citation database that contain all the full text, both in English and in your own language, right? And then certain information should be pulled together in the ACI. For example, the title, the authorship, affiliation, abstract at least, keywords, and such a reference. And then the viewer can come to look at the database and see all the research findings in ASEAN. If they want this article, you can click and go to the national database, and you have everything that they need. And we hope that if we have this, in Thailand, we already said this idea. If this happens, everything indexed in TCI will be upgraded to the regional level. And everything not included in TCI will be called as a national journal. So this is another way to upgrade the journal and to put all the things together in ASEAN. And next step, we hope that when you do the evaluation, you're going to have 3 levels of research performance. You can distinguish your researcher. This is a good researcher for the nation. This is a good researcher for the region. And this is a good researcher for international. National quality, it doesn't mean it's not lower than international quality. It's a different thing. You do something for your country, and you do something for all. It doesn't mean do something for international. It's always better than national. I don't think that. I think when you want to do evaluation, you have to take out that 3 levels. If QS Times want to do evaluation, now they have the source to look at the strength, the national strength of the country in our region. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Narungit, for the illuminating talk. I think this talk makes us all want to have our own citation indexes. We shall now open the forum to your questions. Someone is raising his hand there. Yes. Would you kindly introduce yourself and your affiliation, please?
I am Dr. Alan Shosan from Ateneo University. I'm currently the editor of the Philippine IT Journal. I'm also part of the chair committee on the creation of a Philippine Citation Index database. We were wondering if the system that we have in Thailand can actually be customized by the Philippines. Essentially, is it an open source software that we can customize for our purposes?
Right. I used to give this talk something like this to the Malaysian. Malaysians have their own system. If you don't have any system, you can customize a copy straight away. It's no copyright. Everything for free. For free. Honestly, I don't want you to start from the scratch. We just use what existed. We not copy each other. because the system that I use is very simple. Right? You can use it as long as you want to have the national. My aim to come here, honestly, just to invite you to set up your database. Then you can classify each journal. You might see some national journals are much better than the journal in Scopus and in the ISI. Believe me, we see that in China. So a lot of people reading it. A lot of people reading it.
We will just approach you later, perhaps.
Yes, approach me later. Yes, okay. I'll come to Thailand.
That's for free.
Thank you very much. The moderator is right that your presentation made us want for the Philippine Citation Index. My question, well, I am Otasio Gravoso from the Visayas State University, and our journal is the Annals of Tropical Research. My question is, in the creation or organization of the TCI, the Thai Citation Index, did it take you a memorandum or a national ruling from the office of, from your Prime Minister? Or was it a university initiative?
Is this institutionalized?
Yeah.
No. Right. Right. We want to institutionalize TCI, but if you do this, be very rigid. Right? And someone will set the rule for you. You cannot do what I'm doing. Right? Now you do it on a project base, but it's a commitment for continuous forever. Right? Do it every 3 years. The funding comes automatically. You don't need to write a proposal, just 1 or 2 pages. And then now the CHE come to support. Many organizations want to support, but we just want just enough money. We don't want to institutionalize TCI right now. Otherwise, the system will be rigid, too rigid to work.
Thank you.
Hi, Mo. I just want to share with you I'm Jose Avila, I'm editor of Acta Medica Filipina. I just want to share with you an initiative, and everyone also, an initiative of the WHO, which is the Western Pacific Regional Index Medicus.
What ratio?
It is an initiative of the WHO,
Okay.
the World Health Organization. It is called the Western Pacific Regional Index Medicus, which I am a member of. I've been a member of this for 5 years, and it is exactly the same as what you were thinking of for the ASEAN, your ASEAN initiative, which you're thinking of. What this organization did, unfortunately, Thailand is not there because I understand that WHO has a very peculiar way of geographically and politically dividing regions. So when they say Western Pacific, they refer to Laos, Cambodia, the Philippines, China, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia. I'm not sure why Thailand is not there. Or Thailand has been invited but did not respond. But because he's wrote only biomedical, or health and medical journals. But what we have accomplished so far is that we have a website. China has sponsored the website. China is indexing selected journals from each of the countries I mentioned, which meet a minimum criteria which has been set,
Right.
almost similar to what you said.
Okay.
And right now the Philippines has 30 biomedical journals, health-related medical journals on database,
Okay.
full text online. And I think Korea also has about more than 100 journals, and so forth and so on. So it's a full thing. I think the next step that they're going to do now, or we're going to do now, is something similar to the citation index thing that you're mentioning.
Right, right.
So that's, I think, the next step. But we have something very similar as far as the biomedical journals are concerned. And we meet once a year, we review which journals delete, as you said, or which to add. Of course, we delete them, they don't meet the minimum criteria.
Yes.
And so there's an initiative for the biomedical journals.
Right.
Also, for the Philippines, I think that you should also know that we have Philippine Index Medicus, online also,
Okay.
initiative of the Philippine Librarians. I think Tess is here. Tess, Yeah, there's a